Ain't even have no thousandaires. They trying to do Jay-Z like Epstein. They want him in jail, 50, 60 years old, looking pitiful, just like they did Bill Cosby. Y'all gonna let them do that to Jay-Z? Y'all talking about y'all some diehard Beyonce fans, but y'all okay with her husband being in jail? She did make that song for all the single ladies. She'd probably sell more records if he did go to jail. It's a lot of people out there hating on Jay-Z. We got to talk about this tonight. There's a photo of Jay-Z and other prominent figures with Jeffrey Epstein. And these pictures have been proven to be fake. So somebody been playing games. Somebody been spreading rumors. Somebody been telling lies. He one of the few black billionaires, man. If he guilty, he guilty. If he dies, he dies. But at least give us the facts. At least let us know the truth. They gonna keep on shoveling dookie. And people gonna keep on pushing it, especially if it's getting clicks and views. Y'all see what I'm doing. So just imagine what the next generation gonna do with Jay-Z. And I was raised up off this man's music. So my respect for him is a whole lot different than somebody else that's coming of age and looking at Jay-Z like he's some old head Ray Charles in the game. I gotta do my part. I'm on a mission to try to clean up these airways, man. It's a lot of pollution out here. Y'all see what they doing. People ain't clicking on my videos like they used to ever since I started spitting real facts. When I was keeping it goofy, everybody was loving that. But when I started talking about conspiracies and UFOs and things, and the camera flipped around and people saw my dirty apartment like Dr. Umar Johnson, people ain't clicking like how they used to. But you think that's gonna make me stop? I got documentations on top of documentations about Jay-Z and how they trying to put a black face on Epstein as if Diddy face wasn't black enough. Not only was Diddy face black, but it was greasy. And he was well known for the baby oil. That face wasn't black enough. Now they want to put Jay-Z face on it. They might as well put them heads on Easter Island on the Epstein list. They might as well take them big boulder heads in Mexico and put that on the Epstein list. They trying to blacken this thing up, and I don't like it. And we got to talk about it. Jigga my man, Jigga your man, Jigga who? Jigga what? Jigga my nigga. He was in my household. I was raised up with Jay-Z playing in the background. I ain't have no father. Jay-Z was my father. And when times got hard, it's a hard knock life for us. Whenever you gotta go borrow some bread, borrow some sugar, go to your next door neighbor house, the boy you don't even play with, the boy you be picking on, you go over to his house with a note asking to borrow some ketchup. It's a hard knock life. We talking about that Jay-Z, and they playing with his name. Y'all need to see some of the stuff they saying about Jay-Z. Yo, check this out, man. Get it together. All right, here we go. Come on.
In your thoughts on Donald Trump and what it means for what it means for mass incarceration.
You know what? This is a labor of love for Jay, and as a result, he's my friend. We're here to talk about that and nothing else.
Then can I ask about mass incarceration? And do you think the movement is...
Wait, what if everything we thought we knew about Beyonce and Jay-Z's love story was a lie?
My little girl, Alex, she's about 4 now.
You mean you had a...
They turning this into some Harry Potter shit, y'all. I don't know how I feel about this, man. They turning the Jay-Z situation into some Harry Potter, Camp Crystal Lake. They got the little white girl on it. They try and turn it to The Exorcist, man. It's getting creepy, a little too weird for hip hop. I ain't know black people did stuff like this. They try and turn him into the real life Freddy Krueger. At least let him be Candy, man. What they doing with this? They try and put a black face on Epstein. That ain't right. They had to get Jay-Z, man. What other face will fit to their liking to smear over this campaign? What other face they could have used that was worse, that had a bigger name to smear this thing over with Jay-Z? Look at this, look. Y'all gotta look at this, man. Jay-Z made himself a target. He made himself a major target when he did this, man. We gotta talk about this real quick. This is something he should have never did. But he did it, and I know his friends and his peers were saying, no, Jay, don't do that. But he felt the need to do it. And that put him on a lot of people's radar. They ain't noticed how big his lips was until he made this video, man. They thought that he was giving them the green light to come get his ass. This is hatred right here that he put out towards himself. And people thought it was cool, but it ain't looking too cool right now, man. He was in the video looking like Bernie Mac, rest in peace. Now they trying to put him in jail. Went from them Brooklyn streets, now he about to be sleeping in them Diddy sheets. They gonna send him to Fort Dix with a hot dog in his hand. He ain't gonna know what to do when he get off the bus. I'm hoping that Jay-Z ain't gotta serve no hard time or they don't put him in jail. Cause if they do, Beyonce gonna have a Cardi B BBL trying to sell some records on her own, and that's gonna be terrible. Can you imagine Beyonce singing and clapping her booty with them kids running around on stage, man? Y'all gotta let me know how y'all, it been driving me crazy all week. I've been trying to figure out what the hell is going on. But since they trying to do him like Epstein, I'm not liking that he got them big Cheeto dreads. And I think that they gave him that so he could work the NFL, because they was trying to make it seem like it wasn't no racism. They had the Colin Kaepernick situation with the big afro. He took a knee. And they like, we need somebody to blacken this thing up to let them know that we roll with the Negroes. So they went and got J-Bo. And he grew, man, I think they extensions. And they in the contract the same way James Harden beard is in his contract. Okay, let's keep it moving. Y'all gotta see what's going on so I can make sense of this, so y'all can understand why they trying to target Jay-Z. Because he been doing too much over the years. And I'm gonna show y'all exactly what he been doing. I don't know about his education level. I know he's a good guy or whatever. He know how to deal with people. He been dealing with people for a long time. But his gestures and his mannerisms got me feeling like he ain't black like how he used to be black until he possibly got to slap somebody. But before he get to that point, he got an entourage around him that will calm him down and say, Jay, it ain't even worth it. He'll let somebody else do the dirt and go on with his merry life. And to top things off, if you really want to be successful in life, you have to have a positive attitude. Because if you don't, you're going to be impoverished. So when you see Jay-Z, he's smiling, he's chipping, he got to be like, anybody that got big money got to be like that. Because if they don't, they going downhill very, very fast. The point I'm trying to make is this. He rose through the ranks, but when it's time for the dominoes to fall, you know his ass got to go first. That's all I'm saying. Let's back this up a little bit, because people be losing me with this content. I be trying to explain. The more I try to explain, the more it don't make sense. Matter of fact, let me do this. Y'all just gonna have to hold on. Y'all gonna have to hold on. Let me do this. Let's get it together. Y'all stay tuned. This might hurt some people's feelings. A lot of people not gonna get it. A lot of people might feel offended. And I promise you that's not what I'm trying to do. The whole purpose of the Avatar movie was to let people know that you can have intruders in your community. They can look just like you, but they double agents and they working for the man. Just because they got a face like that, they were sent to destroy your culture or pervert your culture, prostitute your women, all under the guise of Jay-Z. Now, I ain't talking about Jay-Z specifically. I'm just saying in general. Let's get that part clear. Because this brother, let me show y'all something about Jay-Z and let y'all know why I respect the man so much. Before we move forward, we gonna get into Jeffrey Epstein, but we gotta lay down this brickwork. We gotta get the foundation right so this live stream could truly be a classic. So fill me on this, man. What's the nigga name? Okay, look. Excuse my language. All right, I got this. No, that ain't what I wanted to see. Y'all stay tuned. Okay, get that together. Okay, this what y'all need to see. Need to get these buttons together. Okay, Jay-Z and Dr. Malachi Z. York. This man he was with some people back in them days that'll put a Jedi mind trick on your ass and you wouldn't even know what happened. They will convince you that they are God. They will convince you anything, man. They was doing the knowledge back in the day. You see Jazzo, they holding up a picture of they was some new Wapians or whatever the case. And Dr. York in jail right now for doing some Epstein type things. Y'all understanding? Look at this, man. We're going to get back to the Avatar, but we got to make this make sense. Look. Look. They call him a predator, man. Like the predator, dreadlocks, coochie face, all that. Dwight Malachi York, they say he an ungodly predator. And he did some Epstein things. They said the counts was well beyond 1,000 to slightly more than 200 because they feared no jury would believe the magnitude of York's evil. He was arrested May 2002, convicted 2004. So he tied in with more than just Epstein, man. But that's Negro here nor there. We gonna leave that alone for a little bit. We gonna let that cool off. Cause we could go a little deeper than this. Hold on. Matter of fact, let's do this real quick. Y'all stay tuned. Look. Yo, shout out to Mob Ties.
Convertible. Imprison you and create cases. Not
you know what I mean? Doing.
Tried to defame the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and then they tried to defame Malcolm X, and then they even tried to defame Dr. Martin Luther King by some secretary. That's what they'll do. They'll imprison you, and then they'll create lies to turn your own people against you. They'll persecute you after righteous name's sake. The same way I'm talking to you, they're going to come after me eventually. Believe it.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. That's the same thing that happened to Diddy, bro. That's the same thing that happened to Bill Cosby. That's the same thing they trying to do to Jay-Z. You mean to tell me Dr. York knew what time it was before it even happened? He was already knowing how it was gonna go down. He was already knowing how they was moving. As soon as you get too much power, as soon as you get too much juice, is that what he was saying? I know y'all ain't. Let me know if y'all liking this, man. Because we got a lot of churchy people. Ain't nothing wrong with being churchy. I'm churchy. But some of y'all just beyond belief. Acting all sanitary with your stinking booty. I don't want to hear that. If it ain't Drewski, I don't want to hear, where's the joke? Where's the TikTok? He ain't got no vines. No, we ain't got no TikToks and we ain't got no vines. All we got is these highly classified documentations, allegations, and speculations, man. I got to check on y'all and see how y'all doing. Okay, where we at with this? All right, let's do this. Okay, there y'all go. Who we got up in the building, man? Hummingbird is here. What it do, baby? Can't Lee Change is here. Dada Math, Leroy Kazama, what it do, dog? Yo, let me know y'all in the building so I can show y'all some love. I had to check on y'all real quick because I know this information is hot. I know I'm coming in deep and heavy. I got to take a break myself because I can't believe what they doing. Actually, I can believe it, but how deep do this really go? Matter of fact, cut the madness. Let's get back into this because I'm highly interested in digging deeper into this. So let's take it from here. Look.
Play the sidewalk. Let me tell you something. Not only will they persecute you, they'll lie on you. They'll fabricate lies. They'll imprison you and create cases around you. The same way they tried to defame the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and then they tried to defame Malcolm X, and then they even tried to defame Dr. Martin Luther King by some secretary. That's what they'll do. They'll imprison you, and then they'll create lies to turn your own people against you. They'll persecute you after righteous name's sake. The same way I'm talking to you, they're going to come after me eventually. Believe me. They're going to say, that man is too dangerous. I don't like him. Let's make some lies up on him. Let's turn his people against
I would have kept playing if it wasn't for that Mob D. Yo, can y'all hear my music or no, man? People talking about where the music at. Matter of fact, let me check the stream myself and see if I can hear the music. Because if I can hear the music, somebody hating real bad in the chat list. Okay, the music is fine on the video. Matter of fact, let's just get back to the video. Y'all listening? Okay, let's keep moving, y'all. All right, this is the thing that we about to get into. And I need y'all to listen closely and try to make it make sense. Here we go.
You take people like Jay-Z and fucking Pusha T, they made their living killing our people. So how the fuck they gonna stand up for our people? You know what I'm saying? But we forget that because we love Jay-Z's music so much. We love Pusha's music so much, right? But you think they would ever, Beyonce had the best fit for somebody else? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, they told the truth, they didn't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars. Man. Liars are now the face of our culture.
Look what they did to Kanye West, man. Look what they did. Look what the Kardashians did to Yeezy. He gothic now. Loped out crazy. Talking about Jay-Z, if he would have told the truth, then I need to do something about that. Matter of fact, yeah, just leave that alone. No, this is what we gonna do. This how I'm gonna fix that. Y'all stay tuned. Technical difficulties. Yeah, we gonna put that right there. Okay, now we Gucci in the game. What we got? Okay, we good now. The point I was trying to make about Kanye West is this. Hold on, let me get it together because matter of fact, let me get some bubble gum. I'm gonna have to chew this one out. Because I'm gonna tell y'all exactly the deal with Kanye West. There's no telling what type of relationship Kanye West had with Dame Dash. Let's start there. They thought them pink polos was gonna hurt the rock. They wasn't feeling it. They ain't like how Dame Dash was moving. People really need to investigate what's going on with Dame Dash. Cameron ain't start wearing all that pink until he got with Rockefeller. What was really going on? He said he thought them pink polos was gonna hurt the rock. He thought people was gonna start asking questions about their sexuality and things. Then he said Cameron got shit to pop. If it wasn't for Cam, we would have had to be in the closet, allegedly. That's how he was talking. If it wasn't for Cam to get it to pop, they would have had to keep that on the low and keep Kanye West a secret around the studio. Just let him make the beats. He all good for the studio with his sweet ass, allegedly according to them. Just some lame dude from Chicago that got hot beats. But they kept him around though. What type of thug lugging Tupac they was on, man? Am I tripping or no? I don't know these people personally, but as a fan that read a lot of Word Up magazines, Source magazines, XXL magazines, I think I know a thing or two about hip hop. And these entourages get real strange when there's money involved. Imagine somebody really trying to be your friend. Talking about another man really trying to be your friend. The type of relationship they had was already kind of sketchy because they from two different neighborhoods. So when they first met each other, they had to look each other up and down. And what was it about Jay-Z that made Dame Dash say, I'll rock with this dude? Dudes from Harlem really don't even deal with New York dudes. I mean, Brooklyn dudes. So for Dame, matter of fact, let's do this real quick and try to make it make a little more sense. We talked about this before. Dame Dash relationship with Lee Daniels. If it wasn't for Dame Dash, Lee Daniels probably wouldn't even have a startup in the movie business. He got in through Dame Dash. Dame Dash was crying about his money. He got over on Dame Dash. How you gonna you supposed to be the ultimate hustler. And You let Lee Daniels get over on you. Now Cameron talking about him crazy. Now they talking about he bankrupt and he doing bad. No, I'm trying to explain the source of all of this. What was really going on behind? How did these men really come into power? Here's my theory. Y'all got to look at this. Matter of fact, I'll take y'all all the way back. Look. Put some more fire on it. Yeah. Do that. Okay, yeah, we good. What was their name? Yeah, this what y'all gotta see, man. So y'all get a better understanding. This is Jermaine Dupri when he was a kid on tour with Houdini. So if it been weirdos in hip hop, Africa bang bottoms and things in hip hop, and they got this kid on tour with them. They backstage and he's the kid on the tour. If they all weirdos like that, if that's how they get you down. And Jermaine, he come around and, before you know it, when he get older, he got some kids around him. Look at this, man. We gonna make it make sense a little bit. Because hip hop do tie into this. And I love Jermaine Dupri. I love Atlanta. This is just allegations and speculations. Before you know it, Jermaine Dupri had some kids around him that he was just going on tour with. And he was the big man. He was the big shot. The cycle continues. Just a couple of generations recycle here. Even Biggie was in on it. He had his his raunchy lyrics or whatever. He done did some dirt. And we ain't got to dig that deep. But this is the point I want to make before we move on back to Jay-Z and Epstein. Okay, y'all got to see this. Diddy's mother was a madam. Diddy's mother was the woman that can get a party started. Or whatever your fetish is or whatever, she could make it happen for you. You think she had Diddy laying around there not making no money? You think she ain't put her son up to the task to bring back some bread? Diddy was so groomed to where he had a damn kennel to groom other celebrity artists and stuff, the damn daddy camp. He was so well groomed that people sent their kids to him to be well groomed. He groomed them for Hollywood like some dogs. Because I don't got the facts, I don't know, but I would assume that he been groomed at an early age. So around the time this happened, look. Around the time he got here, it's a possibility that he was already a gigolo hoe. Allegedly. I don't know. He probably was already doing some things he ain't had no business doing. Entertaining those wealthy, wealthy men. His mother know famous people, Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin. Let's talk about that for a little bit, man. Look, his mom talking about Clyde Davis. His mother already had a relationship with Patti LaBelle. So she been around back in the day. They remember her. When it was going down in the 60s and 70s, them brothels and people want to have a good time, get freaky. She was already known for throwing parties and things. They all get together with Cher and Pamela Anderson, all of them get together, go to a Diddy party when he was only 5 years old, allegedly. Her mother been well versed in the game. They know legends in the game. So when it came to Clive Davis, I'm pretty sure his mother introduced him to Clive. Send him to my room. Hey, your mother sent you here. Is there something you have for me? Mr. Clive, whatever you want, man, you know. And I was looking at your pictures earlier, and you ain't aged a bit, man. You still look the same. I just want to let you know that even though you're an older gentleman, it's still a very, very handsome gentleman. I like you, fella. Do you like gold coins? Well, no, I ain't never had no gold coins, but I had some gold chains. I wouldn't even know what to do with a gold coin, sir. You take this, tell them I sent you, and invest into some stocks. Now, what do you have for me? Ain't no telling how that went down, allegedly. And when he come back home with a bag full of gold coins, you did a good job, did it? That's my baby boy, that's right. You bring home the bacon, Papa, yeah. You know, I guess it's in my blood. Gotta do what I gotta do. Show you how to move in a room full of vultures. They be in that room full of vultures sashaying them hips. Jay-Z come up in the party just swinging them hips like Angela Bassett and waiting to exhale. Show you how to move in a room full of vultures. Hey. That dude Terry Crews said one of them executives grabbed him by his balls in front of his wife. Like, don't be scared. Like, oh, Terry, we had such a nice time. Like, is your wife with it? Is she a freak too? Look at this, man. Terry Crews, the big ass nigga too. Look. Oh, excuse my language. I'm working on that. I've been black long enough. I need to filter it out. Terry Crews. Yeah, sexual harassment. That's what I want to see real quick. We getting back to Jay-Z. Got that nigga syndrome. I've been working on it. Look. He said an executive came up and squeezed. He took it to court. He went to the people's court with this bullshit. No, he didn't. He had bottles of water in the people's court. You big buff for nothing. He grabbed his junk in front of his wife and squeezed the crack of his ass. Like, don't act like you never had it before, daddy. It's no telling what type of parties he been to. But that's Negro here, no there. We gotta move on. Because Jeffrey Epstein is the least of our worries. I mean, he's bad and everything. He probably still out there. There's some real Gotham City Batman shit. And they trying to turn Diddy into the Joker. Well, they already did that. They trying to turn Jay-Z into the damn Penguin with this stuff they got going on. If Jay-Z start looking like Danny DeVito, y'all already know what's going on. Okay, how long I been on here? Okay, yeah, we good. We ain't go past the budget because I still got a couple of more points I want to make. Let me check on y'all real quick. How y'all feeling? Y'all enjoying the show? Y'all feeling this? Is it enough fire? Do I need to turn the fire up? Do we got enough flames? Ball Dog is in the building. What it do? Jeffrey Fields, your wake up call. Put some music on. Shit, I'm too old for this music. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Fuck around, crack my hip, trying to talk over these instrumentals. I need some smooth jazz. I need to get back over to the Quiet Storm. This shit gonna have me with a hernia fucking around with these beats. I get nasty, get real freaky. If you don't believe me, go and ask Diddy, ayy. Jay-Z know the deal, Beyonce know too. They always keep it real. On Epstein Island where we be at, ain't nobody in the world gotta see that. Oh, peekaboo, there go I see cat. When we get back, all we hear is click clack. In the back of the van with the po-po. Did you do what they said they did? No. They come out with a down south Epstein rap. Okay, let's move on, man. I know what y'all ready for. We gotta talk more about Jay-Z. They want to put Jay-Z lips and put it on Epstein's face. Then they want to take Jay-Z's nose and put that on Epstein's nose. Next thing you know, Epstein at the Grammys sitting next to Beyonce and y'all ain't even gonna know the difference. And Jay-Z gonna be sitting in jail and y'all gonna be talking about he's the real Jeffrey Epstein. When they finally lock up Jay-Z, that's when Epstein gonna come out the bushes. It's all right, it's all over. It's all over. It's all right. It's okay. Come, give me a hug. Come on. Let's go back to the island. Fuck them. Shit, they gonna be on Epstein Island while Jay-Z on Rikers Island. That's what they want. And when I say they, don't think I'm talking about a certain race or a certain nationality of people. I'm talking about people that's in position of power that don't want to be exposed. And there's a lot of things to be exposed. According to those documents, we don't know how fabrication works. Because there's some foul people out there that have vendettas against rich people. Y'all, matter of fact, let me do this real quick so y'all can understand where I'm coming from with this. I love to be lighthearted. I know it's deep, but it ain't always got to be that deep. Look at this. Hey, it's been a long time since I seen this movie, but it helped me understand the plot. If you a big fish and you got $1 billion, there's people looking to pull a heist. They hanging around, they got earpieces, walkie-talkies, like there he is. That's our guy, Jigga Man. We're at the Super Bowl, he's with Blue Ivy, yep. No one's home, Beyonce's sleep in the wine cellar. We can go in, get the jewels. He come back home like, they did it again. Oh, Blue, they did it again. You see the glass on the floor. Somebody call somebody to come clean this up. They keep on doing this, B. B, wake up. I told you. You ain't looking at the security cameras, ma. They do this every other week. Oh, my God. Beyonce go back to sleep. He hop on Amazon and order all that all over again. Like, they're killing my pockets, man. Shit. He go in the bathroom. Dame Dash, he's standing in the shower with a chainsaw like on Scarface. Hey, just let me go, man. Just let me go. Don't want no problem, man. What do you want from me, man? You took all my money. You know you got my money, nigga. You know you got my money, man. I ain't want to come over here, Beyonce, sleep and shit, all drunk in the wine cellar and all that. You ain't got no money. I came in here just to get this change, eh? Let me get my Rockefeller chain. I get up out of here, man. Don't call the police, man. Don't call the police on me, man. Like, oh, he did it again. James, if you need some money, all you gotta do is ask me politely. Fuck you, nigga. I ain't ask you no politely. I ask you politely. That's my money that you got. The money you spend, that's my money you put in Beyonce's stomach, man. That's my money you feeding Beyonce's steak, lobster, shrimp, man. That's my money. I ask you politely for nothing. You just don't get it, man. Your attitude, that's the reason why you broke. But that's Negro here, no there. Okay, I'm about to wrap this thing up because we got another show to do. What time is it? Yeah, we got some more to do. Okay, we talked about Jay-Z. We talked about his connection with Z Yoke. We talked about they trying to make an Annie allegation against Jay-Z since he did that song. They felt like he degraded her name. Look, let me show y'all something real quick. It's only gonna take a second. You know what I'm saying? And if it took longer, it's gonna be worth it. Look. Yo, people take this seriously, man. This is like Lil Debbie. You don't play about that. This is like Wendy. This is American classic right here. They always got a black. They always got to put a black face. They always got to put some some blacks on it, man. They could have left Annie alone. They got Jamie Foxx with a white. Well, hold on, wait, Jamie. I know you. I know he didn't. He got that look on his face, like yeah, and like this movie is about as black as my ass. They should have just gave her a pit bull. What's this, man? She look like that's the real Raggedy Ann. She need her own movie. She look like she been playing football with grown men. But that's Negro here, no there. The point I'm trying to make is this, man. American classics are American classics. You don't play about no American classics, man. And I don't blame people for wanting to keep a classic because that's where the magic is at. Let the magic stay in the classic. Quit trying to squeeze the magic out of something because you can't create none. That's what they've been doing. He took the Annie thing and won Grammys. They ain't like that. They wasn't feeling him since he did that. And you know what? I don't blame them. Do your own thing. Let an American classic be an American classic. Create your own American classic. He made it an American classic off of their American classic. and want to take all the credit and be at the Grammys talking shit after they sampling people catalogs and things. And this no disrespect to Jay-Z, but come on, y'all. Okay, this is another prime example. Sometimes you just gotta leave it alone. They take this stuff seriously. Okay, how can I get that off the screen? Okay, look. There's people out there that love Lucy. They don't play about Lucy, man. They dead serious about Lucy. It was a TV show that came on a long time ago. They don't play about Lucy. They have fan clubs nationwide. They all show up dressed up like Lucy. They wish you would do anything or degrade or try to segregate. They will kick that ass about Lucy, man. And she is an American classic. You ain't seen a classic look like this in a long time. She a classic. You put her on the damn box of cookies or something like that. You don't play with stuff. You leave that stuff alone. These rappers been overstepping their boundaries. And since we talking about it, we might as well keep on talking about it for a little bit. Okay. Okay, look. Oh, no, they done fucked it all the way up. Look, I ain't know they did it that bad. I ain't know they turned Queen Latifah into the Riddler. Did they really? They got her looking like David Bowie. Is they serious with this? Did they turn it to the Power Rangers? She Michael Jackson type of... Wait a minute. I ain't know they kept on fucking up the Wiz. They took the Wizard of Oz, turned it to the Wiz. Now you got people in Philly putting that Wiz all on their sandwiches talking about it's a Philly cheesesteak. But that's Negro here nor there. I'm about to unwrap this thing up. What in the funkadelic is going on here? That better be Photoshop. I thought that was Tech 9 with a new album coming out. I'm Tech 9, a supervillain when I rhyme. You're doing gothic supervillain music. But that's Negro here nor there. Okay, I need to clean this up before I go. And make it decent at least. I done fucked it up, spilt the drinks, spaghetti sauce all on the table. I'm gonna make it make sense. Y'all listening? Okay, here we go, look.
Most of these girls, they get moved around and touched around very early on. And, you know, and the people that have control of everything are...
Why it always take for somebody, no, cut that off, because I ain't trying to be disrespectful to Jaguar Wright. She called into the show one time. I ain't got nothing but love for Jag. But I got to make this point. I swear I need an assistant. No, I'm talking about, what was the late? Yeah, we need her, Tarana. What's her name? Tarana. Why? I'm going to make this point and I'm going to leave it alone, man. Why is it's always these types to come out and tell it? What is that all about? They be the loudest voices. And I ain't saying that ain't nothing happen or whatever. Or maybe people treat people badly because they don't see no value in them. They get treated the worst. Is that what it is? Because I'm trying to sympathize. I'm a man, I don't know. And I ain't going to jump the gun and speak on the female's plight. But I would like to understand what it's all about. So men throw themselves onto women like this because they feel like they can just do whatever. Is that what it is? Because if that's the case, that's messed up. The point I'm trying to make is it take for people like her, not all the time, but a lot of times. And, you know, I applaud her for her braveness and everything. And Jaguar Wright is the same way. That's the point I'm trying to make. And I'm trying to think, was they really checking for Jag like that when she was doing music? I could see Questlove trying to sit on her or something. Or Black Thought, I could see him rubbing his beard against her cheek. But when them Chingies came around, did he like it how she do it right there when she was in the club? Did Ludacris try to slide to the back with Jag? And she got a drink in her hand, Philly style, with a hairy armpits? What was going on in them days? Was Jay-Z trying to slide with Jag? I don't think that's his flavoring. But he was with Foxy Brown before he got money. Soon as he got on, he left her ass for a light girl. Shit. Oh, y'all want to talk about leaving somebody for a light chick? Y'all need to see this, man. Oh, man. And then we gonna break this down. Look. Look. This Biggie first baby mama. That was his boo-boo. He loved her, and she loved him too.
Want you to have my kids, my baby mother, love you forever, hold you down. Soon as I blow, we gonna be living in mansions, doing big things. Me and you at Burger King every day, eating. Ain't never gotta go on a diet.
That sounds so good, Big. Tell me more. That sounds so. Where we gonna be living?
Like you all that I need, I'll be there for you. If you keep it real with me, I keep it real with you.
While he talking to his baby mama, Method Man in the other hotel room with a notepad, writing down everything he's saying. The point I'm trying to make is, as soon as he got on, left her ass for a light girl. He left a light chick for a light chick. Look. He thought he was doing something when he got with Lil' Kim. Look.
Like she ain't all that, but at least she ain't fat. As far as I'm concerned, little mama is all that.
He was thinking to himself, I almost got it right. She cute and everything, but we gonna have to do something. And that's why Lil' Kim eventually wound up doing what she did, because he made her feel like she wasn't right enough. So she went out there and got light enough. But I think she was amazing. I think the original Lil' Kim was drop dead gore. I don't know who convinced her otherwise, man. They said Diddy was telling the Danity Kane girls that they need to go bleach, and Dawn Richardson went and did it. Like, it's already dark in here. Damn, somebody cut the lights on. All this shit, it's getting hot. Too many of us in here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna step outside, man. Damn, it's black as hell in there, man. I can't even see now. Don't bump my toe. Damn, we need to lighten it up in here, man. Somebody call her Faith Evans. She can't sing, but I want to give her a couple of remixes. What was that all about? Look. Faith.
Like we just two cockeyed motherfuckers, ain't that right, Faith?
She just cleared her throat and looked the other way.
You ain't hear me, Faith? We just two cockeyed motherfuckers, ain't that right, Faith?
Yo, rest in peace to Biggie. The whole time she was with him, she was thinking about Stevie J. As soon as Faith come in the studio, that's when Stevie J take his shirt off. Like, it's hot in here, ain't it?
Yeah, why every time my wife come in here, you take your shirt off, nigga? You know I ain't about to. Matter of fact, let me take this shit off, man.
Like, Stevie, put your shirt back on, please.
You put your shirt on, I put my shirt on, nigga. We all be uncomfortable up in this bitch.
He probably spit at her at the funeral. Dave, I'm sorry. Everything happened with Big. This is my number if you ever want, you know. Rest in peace to Biggie. Damn, I thought that was Cardi B for a minute. She was a light-skinned Mary J. Blige. That's what she was, man. Faith Evans wasn't nothing but a light-skinned. Oh, there it go, right there. Faith Evans and Stevie J think Biggie would approve of that marriage. Y'all must be snoring coke. Matter of fact, I know y'all would. Allegedly. Let me get out of here, man. I done did too much. It's getting hot up in here. The point I'm trying to make before I get out of here, even though I done did all these allegations, speculations for entertainment purposes, I hope somebody found it entertaining. I hope it was worth it. But the point I'm trying to make with this video is that they're trying, well, I'm gonna quit saying that, because they ain't trying to do nothing. Society is running the show. People are in charge of social media. The public is running the show. There is no more there. Ain't no more entertainment industry like that. The entertainment industry don't spilled over to the people. And that's why it's less entertaining. Because it's way too random. And people can't find a genre to stick. People are all over the place with their pickiness. I know I sound like an old head, but just deal with it for a little bit and hear me out. Like I just showed y'all those diehard Lucy fans. There's people that found something and just stuck to that. And it was just hardcore about it. Probably had two or three different things that they was all about. Some people pick cooking, sports, and sex maybe. Usually people had 3. Now, people have unlimited things that pique their interests. So that's why people all over the place. It's hard to focus because your interest don't peak to a level to where you really can't comprehend what the hell is going on. That's how AI has been able to slip in and people don't know the difference. That's how rumors could take over and spread and people wouldn't know. Okay, let's do this. And then we're going to call it a game. Let's get this together. You know, a lot of people loudmouth, hog mouth, and they get online and people like that type of carrying on. But y'all got to understand the essence of this type of media, satire coverage, allegations, speculations, things that may be true, things that possibly are true, but who can really have all of the details? You could take a fact and sprinkle it up just like you could do a steak and make a whole meal out of it. People will make a string bean souffle out of some damn string beans. People will take some dry ass carrots and make a carrot souffle out of it. So people will take 1 inch of some details and turn it into a 12-inch hot dog. No diddy. Look at this. This from back in the day. Renee takes Kenny back. Ooh, that's their own personal business. Now he looking like the asshole and she looking like the fool inside how they're trying to work it out. Mind your fucking business. This was before the internet. So people would be in the grocery store, be standing there, tapping their foot, look over and say, some drama, some tea. They'll take that home and literally make some tea and sit back and read the National Enquirer while their husband at the football game looking at another man's ass. Natalie was pregnant. So somebody got an abortion or something happened. Aruba cops probe new DNA evidence. They sent her DNA to them cops over in Yoruba? Was she messing with somebody on the staff? Letters reveal a shocking confession. Well, damn, I need to see if this on Amazon. Secret stars took to the grave. Oh, they talking about Richard Pryor. Oh man, I know he has some secrets. And Johnny Carson, what the hell they had going on? They was real friendly when they was doing them interviews and stuff together. Oh man. Oh, this is the essence of all of this, man. This enough to get your senses tingling. This enough to make you want to buy that 7. And these wasn't cheap at the time. You better off buying a hip hop magazine because they wasn't selling these for the low. You pick that thing up, you get to reading it, you be like, oh, this is good. I think I'm gonna buy this. And you look on the back, that used to be like $7.95. Close $9.99, that'd be close to $10. They made you pay for it, man. The National Enquirer. The National Enquirer with this type of news. Kathy Lee's wild sex night with NSYNC Honk putting their business out. She had a one-night stand with somebody from NSYNC. Clinton and Denise Rich love affair. He all up on her real hard. He smooching. They booed the fuck up. Y'all see that? I love you, babe. I love you too, Bill. Don't tell the wife. She's such a bitch. Their romantic White House night. So he had her up in the White House. What was his wife doing? She was in the master bedroom, mad than a motherfucker, man. Like, one day I'll be president. She talking to the pictures of George Washington all night. Like, one day I will be president. Hold on, Johnny beats Lion Amber. Did he beat her, or is he's smiling about it? What the hell? He looked like he just knocked her tooth out. Somebody put a dent in her face. Ah, damn. Somebody had their finger severed. The hell, look, they rock and rolling a little too hard out there in Hollywood. Texas school kids didn't have to. Oh, rest in peace. Oh, that's some sad business. Oh, they got Epstein on the National Enquirer? Wait a minute. Kim and Kanye's ugly $1 billion divorce. Abuse, lies, and humiliation. He got it bad. Oh, man, I'm glad I ain't never had it that bad, Kanye. You knew them cookies wasn't free, and he ate the whole pack. Them other dudes took a cookie or two and kept it moving. This nigga got greedy with the cookies. I want this, I want that, I want all of that. Yeah, I love you, I want you. Matter of fact, I want to marry you. I'm crazy about you. Kanye, you didn't hear about my reputation? This is fun for me. It ain't fun no more. I want to put a ring on you and make you do freaky things for the rest of our lives. Really, Kanye? Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Yeah, bitch, forever, ever. He took her seriously. He was loving them cookies. He was licking his fingers. And them other dudes was looking like, I wouldn't do that if I were you, bro. Hey, Kanye, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? It'll only be a second. I know you're getting serious with Kim and all, but dude, I don't think that's a good idea. I dated her, and I started having these trips, and I realized that her family had some weird shit going on, Kanye. You might want to call it off. Like, first of all, you need to mind your business. What happened between me and mine is all about me and mine. Yeah, tried to warn you. Hold on, who he got? Oh, you dirty motherfucker. Is he serious? Oh, hell no. I can't even show y'all what they got on the motherfucking National Enquirer. What? Oh, hell no. He Michael Jackson 3.0. I gotta get out. I'll be here all night. I gotta get out of here, man. Let me y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. They got me going crazy, man. We gonna be back. Make sure y'all tune in. I got another live stream set up for y'all. Please click on the channel and get to that live. Matter of fact, I'll do it for you, baby. Check it out. We got another one lined up. We're gonna be talking about DJ Vlad saying Jay-Z and Rock Nation tried to get him to set up Tory Lanez. Can you believe it? Vlad jumping out the window for them views. Hey, fuck, his views low. You know, I got some dirt. I know a thing or two. You know, matter of fact, Jay-Z reached out to me and he tried to give me set up Tory Lanez. I'm gonna tell everybody I'm gonna go viral. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go viral. I'm gonna put myself out there. I'm gonna do my own interviews. I'm tired of interviewing people, man. I gotta make myself a mogul so I can do my own interviews. Vlad TV gonna turn into Vlad TV. Every time you click on it, it's just gonna be him giving his take. But that's Negro here, no there. Let's roll. Y'all ready to move on? I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start the next show. I'm ready to talk about Jay-Z and DJ Vlad. You knew he would have took the money. Tory Lanez didn't stand a chance. With a big tall ass Megan Thee Stallion, it was a mismatch. She probably let his little hand squeeze her big butt and she rolled her eyes when he did it. They lined up Tory with his goofy ass. Some good kid from Canada. Raised up in the church and all that. Popping coochie. Like he a thug or something like that. Next thing you know, they got him off the block. They tried to do business with Tory. He wasn't on that. Get off me, Jay-Z. What you doing? Back up. Nope, don't do that. Nope, my father taught me better. I don't have to do what y'all do. Y'all niggas nasty. Y'all niggas nasty. No, get off me. No, get off me, nigga. Y'all niggas nasty. Like, what's wrong with Shorty? I tried to, introduce him to the life, but he act like he too good or something. Guess he don't know how it go around here. Jay-Z come out the barbershop eating a banana when Tory Lanez ride by. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. We gonna talk about it. Y'all ready? Okay, we're about to go. Make sure y'all tune in. All y'all beautiful ladies out there, before I go, let me say this real quick. Jay-Z come out the barbershop eating a banana. Hold on, let me get this together. I need something for the ladies. Ain't got nothing for the ladies. Whatever, that'll do. For everybody, not just for the ladies, but for everybody, man. I want to thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Everybody that tuned in, listened to the show. Y'all see the views is squaggling. I don't know why they doing me like that, man. I still got it. I could put together some docs. Shit be hot. I'm still blazy, baby. Why they do me like that? Is it because SAT is doing good? Is it because Docs Daily got a haymaker every now and then? Well, they don't want to see me. What's going on? Y'all see me on the grind, man. Got Jay-Z, Epstein videos. What more do you want from me? We gonna keep it rolling. That's what we gonna do. They want me to show my bare black ass and act a ridiculous fool, but I ain't gonna do it. We got some ASMR coming. I gotta do something around this moment. Put some positivity in the world. This negative shit turned into slop. It's toxic. It's a sludge. And I don't like it. I'm gonna put some water on top of it. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna flood the block. I'm gonna burn some of this junk. That's what I'm doing. Burning up some of this junk on the internet, man. This the furnace. You come here to burn that shit up, man. Gotta figure out what to do with it. It's fucking up the ozone layer. Somebody said, I know Sean got the documents. They know. Somebody said, I didn't know what the hell that was. Hope you ain't talking about my fire, man. That's disrespectful to my art and my craft. Your wake-up call said Tory climbed up the wrong tree. That's exactly what he did. But let's be real. He was clout chasing. He really was. Tory, Megan was hot. He wanted to be where the hotness was at. Look, because really, Megan not even his type like that. I mean, Tory seemed like the type of dude that'll smash anything. But for him to be on Megan's junk, it's not because he found her appealing. You see the girls in his music videos. He ain't got a whole bunch of Megan Thee Stallions around there. He was looking for an op and wound up getting put in a trick bag, messing with the wrong people. Beyonce could have briefed her, and you know she gonna follow the sergeant. Allegedly, man. The Black Jessica Rabbit. I ain't mad. That makeup is a motherfucker, man. They can do some amazing things with it. Y'all seen what they did with Glorilla. We can talk about that on a whole nother video. They look like a different person in every picture. A different good looking motherfucker in every picture. They got a new face every time they get on the red carpet. They faces don't be consistent. You don't know what she is for real. But whoever the makeup artist is that day, they have her looking like fucking on Sade sometimes. Like, I got a good one today. They probably be mad on the red carpet. Like, this chick put my makeup up. But that's Negro Hendo Day. I got to get out of here. We're going to be back. I got a lot more talking to do. Y'all stay tuned. Yo, Gage Gore, man, you got to hold it down for me, bro. We're going to need you in the chat. LaVon Blandon, we're going to need you. All y'all, your wake-up call, we're going to need all y'all to come right back. It'll be like 10 minutes. Tree Friendly, Ja Logic, all y'all. We're going to need y'all in the building. If I ain't say your name, I'm going to need you there too. We're going to be back. We're going to take 5. We're going to get it right.